Happy Monday and good morning. I'm Chief Meteorologist Mackenzie Lake. I'm tracking the marine layer early this morning. There's a live look out from our Santa Barbara Harbor camera. Very dense fog on our major highways. Make sure you're traveling safely when heading out the door. But don't worry, these low-level clouds will just hang around until about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. And then offshore winds clear out those skies. And take a look at temperatures. We are rising and rising quickly. We'll max out at 75 degrees here in Santa Barbara right around 3 p.m. So if you want to head to the beaches, today's the day to do so. Here's a look at your marine forecast. Water temperatures pretty pleasant, 65 degrees. Great conditions for surfers out there, a swell of about 1 to 2 feet, and winds on the light side as well. Let's talk the next couple of days because our weather pattern is not shifting very much. We're just going to cool off a little bit heading into our Tuesday, but temperatures holding with those mid-70s through Wednesday. Overcast skies, marine layer influence, and we're finally saying goodbye to June gloom, but welcoming in no sky July. So we'll talk a little bit more about what our extended is like because if you remember last Friday, I was looking at our precipitation outlook. Well, things are still looking to be a little bit above average with our precipitation here. July 6th through the 10th, now my modeling is showing some sort of wet weather for areas just outside of our coverage zone, mainly looking to be Southern California, but as we head through about July 8th through the 14th, well, you can see here now we're still getting some sort of activity for us for areas south of Point Conception. So you may be wondering, well, why are we looking to be a little bit above average with our precipitation? And that's because of Tropical Storm Flossie. So this is our 6th named storm of the season. It will strengthen into a hurricane later this afternoon, most likely a Category 1 hurricane, possibly strengthening up to a Category 2 by Tuesday. Well, watch as the storm system tracks along the coastline of Mexico and funnels a lot of additional moisture into the Baja. If you remember at the beginning of the month, we looked at Tropical Storm Alvin, and that brought in thunderstorm development. Well, depending on the storm system path and how this actually manifests over the next couple of days, could be very influential for our weather. So as we head through the second half of our work week, we're still getting a lot of readings of precipitation down through the Baja, and then as we head through about our holiday weekend, well, this is where our low pressure system is going to be. Could be funneling in some additional moisture for us, could be producing thunderstorms. However, my modeling not showing anything right now. Probably about a 10 to 15% chance, so you'll want to keep an eye on our forecast here, depending again on where low pressure moves and how fast it actually moves along the coastline or falls apart. Well, that could be bringing in some dry lightning for us, could even bring in some thunder as well, and of course that might be influencing our 4th of July forecast. So here's a look at temperatures for our Monday. 75 in Santa Barbara, 77 in Montecito. Again, more rinse and repeat weather. Things are not going to be changing too much until we head towards the second half of our work week, which again we could be forecasting for just muggy conditions, maybe some marine hazards, or we could actually see some thunderstorm development. Here's a look at temperatures for San Luis Obispo. Sunny and 75 by midday, 65 in Avila Beach, 61 in Pismo. Overnight lows will drop down into the 50s, so if you've been enjoying the weather over the last week or so, we'll get ready for more of the same. Have a good one.